Okay, guys, well, once again, welcome to our lesson today, our conference lesson. My name is Alistair, and it's my pleasure to take you through today's lesson. Now, today's lesson is called Strengths and Weaknesses, discussing your skills at work. Okay, so strengths. These are things we are good at. These are things we are good at. And weaknesses, well, this is the opposite. These are things that we are bad at, or we could say things that we are not good at. So things we are bad at, or things we are not good at. Okay, now being able to use English to express our strengths and weaknesses in a work environment can help us in a few ways. For example, it can help us when we speak to our boss to give feedback. So in a feedback situation, this language is very useful, and also in an interview situation, this language can be very useful too. Okay, guys, well, we seem to have another micro on, so I'm just going to turn that off. Great. Okay, so guys, we're going to keep the microphones off as much as possible. As much as possible, that'd be great. Now, there are one or two exercises today that we're going to do, but we will do them in the chat. So if you can, make sure your chat boxes are open. Okay, well, let us continue and have a look at our agenda for the conference lesson today. So we have an introduction, number one. Number two, we're going to look at communication skills. Number three, time management. And number four, teamwork. Okay, so here is our introduction. The workplace is a space in which employees have the opportunity to improve cognitive and social skills. These areas will be addressed in the presentation. Okay, so we do have a translation of the introduction. So the workplace is a space in which employees have the opportunity to improve cognitive and social skills. Okay. Now, guys, please take notes when you consider it necessary. You can use DeepL to help you translate new words. You can also take screenshots as well as you need to. But let's continue. Here we go. So our first part today are communication skills. Okay, so I'm going to read through the top section. You guys can have a look at the translation at the bottom. I'm going to read through it twice. Okay, so effective communication skills are paramount in the workplace, serving as the foundation for collaboration and success. Clear and concise communication fosters understanding, minimizes misunderstandings, and promotes a positive work environment. So once again, effective communication skills are paramount in the workplace, serving as the foundation for collaboration and success. Clear and concise communication fosters understanding, minimizes misunderstandings, and promotes a positive work environment. Okay, sounds good. So let's have a look at some vocabulary for expressing strengths. Okay, strengths. Effective communicator, active listener, adaptable communicator, empathetic, confident speaker, collaborative communicator, strong verbal and written skills. So we've got an effective communicator, active listener, adaptable communicator, empathetic, confident speaker, collaborative communicator, strong verbal and written skills. Okay. Now we've got some vocabulary for weaknesses. Aha. Let's have a look at these. So, poor listener, lack of clarity, non-verbal communication, overly passive or overly aggressive, difficulty with feedback, limited vocabulary, poor presentation skills, ineffective email, written communication. So when we talk about communication, these are some weaknesses. Poor listener, lack of clarity, non-verbal communication, overly passive or aggressive, difficulty with feedback, limited vocabulary, poor presentation skills, ineffective email or written communication. Okay. So let's have a look at some examples of ways to express your communicative strengths. So, I communicate effectively, ensuring clarity and understanding. I articulate ideas precisely for optimal comprehension. My concise communication fosters efficient and impactful interactions. I'm good at conveying ideas clearly and succinctly. Okay, well, this is some really great language. Okay, now we have the translation at the bottom. I'm going to read through these expressions again, these sentences. So the first one, I communicate effectively, ensuring clarity and understanding. I articulate ideas precisely for optimal comprehension. My concise communication fosters efficient and impactful interactions. I'm good at conveying ideas clearly and succinctly. Great. Okay. Okay, so let's have a look at a structure to help us express. Okay, so examples. We've got I'm good at plus verb with ing. So I'm good at plus a verb with ing. Okay, so let's have a look at some examples. I am good at fostering relationships with my team. I am good at adapting my communication to diverse styles. Okay, let's have a look at some negatives. Okay, so I'm not good at fostering relationships with my team. I'm not good at adapting my communication to diverse styles. Okay, so we've got the positive and the negative. Okay. Sorry guys, just bear with me a moment. Right, okay. So let's have a look at the next screen. So we're going to do a chat exercise. So an exercise in the chat. Okay, so let's read through our instructions. Do you have strengths or weaknesses regarding communication skills? Okay, so if you would like to take part in this exercise, it's in the chat, and we want to write 2 examples of things that we are good at. Okay, so at the bottom, we've got the structure. I'm good at, plus verb with ing, and then we've got some different verbs. So we've got the verb to create, which in this structure becomes creating. Find, finding. Write, writing. And talk, talking. Okay, so while you guys are thinking, I'm going to put a couple of more examples into the chat, but if you want to take part in this exercise, you can. So I'm good at talking about international relationships. Okay. Montaldo, I'm good at golf. I'm good at golf, you could say. So that's an activity, which is great, that you are good at golf. But what we want to do is combine one of these verbs on the screen. So I'm good at creating. I'm good at finding. I'm good at writing. I'm good at talking. Okay, we've got some other examples here. I'm good at finding solutions. Okay, this is great. We've got someone, I'm good at cooking. Okay, well, this is great. And then I'm good at analyzing information. I'm good at analyzing information. Okay. We've got a negative one. I'm not good at writing an essay about this same item. Okay. Christine, I'm good at creating a budget. Fantastic. I'm good at writing efficient email. I'm good at creating a great atmosphere. I'm good at writing a functional analysis. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so I'm going to write a couple more examples, but you guys are doing really well. That's some great input. So, for example, I could say I'm good at creating new lesson plans. Yeah. And I am good at writing formal emails. There we go. Okay, well done everybody. It's exactly what we want to do, participate. It's quite a simple structure. I am good at, and then we use the verb, put ing on the end, and then add the rest. I'm good at drinking wine. Okay, well, no comment, but that does sound enjoyable. Maybe in 15 minutes you can try that one, Eric. Okay, well, let's continue and have a look at the next one, which is all about time management. Okay, time management. So we've got some vocabulary here to use with time management. Okay, so I'm going to read through these vocabulary words. I'm going to read through them twice so you can listen to them and check the translation next to it. So here we go. Prioritization, procrastination, deadline, multitasking, time management tools, productivity, goal setting, interruptions, time efficiency. So I'm going to read through those again. Prioritization, procrastination, deadline, multitasking, time management tools, productivity, goal setting, interruptions, time efficiency. Okay. So let's have a look at some sentences that represent strengths and time management. So prioritization, organizing tasks based on importance and deadlines. Example, I can successfully manage multiple projects simultaneously. Okay, we have efficiency, completing tasks in a timely manner. We have an example, I can consistently meet or exceed project deadlines. Okay. Great. Well, let's continue. We have some weaknesses now. So let's check some examples and definitions for weaknesses. The first one there is procrastination. Okay, addressing procrastination habits. So procrastination, putting off things. Okay, so let's check an example. I get easily distracted by my cell phone or my work colleagues. And time estimation, improving accuracy in estimating time required for tasks. Okay, it is difficult for me to estimate the time to work on a project. Okay. So we have an exercise here. Again, if you'd like to take part, we're going to use the chat to take part in this exercise. So let me read through the instructions. Taking into account these 4 characteristics of time management: prioritization, efficiency, time estimation, procrastination. Okay, so be realistic and objective. Which one do you want to improve this year and why? Okay, so we're going to have a look at a possible sentence structure. Now you guys have a think, and I'm going to put in a possible sentence structure. Okay, so we've got a structure there in the chat. I want to improve my by, and that second is by doing something. Okay, so we've got prioritization, efficiency, time estimation, and procrastination. Okay, so we have one here already. This year I want to improve my time estimation because I respect deadlines is very so to respect deadlines is very important in my job. Great. I want to improve my procrastination because I need to develop seriously some projects in a correct delay. Okay. And Eric says, I'd like to improve my efficiency by working more. Okay, so yes, that structure that I've given is a quite focused way of talking about this. I also have an example I'm going to put in the chat. For example, I think I also chose efficiency. So I want to improve my efficiency by completing more student reports in an hour. Okay, this would improve my efficiency. So that is something that I would like to do or improve improve this year. But great. Thank you very much for your input. Some good examples there. Well done. So think about ways to improve prioritization, efficiency, time estimation, procrastination. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, we've just had another one in the chat. I would like to improve my procrastination by beginning immediately the tasks that I don't like to do. Yeah, the things we don't like to do, it's very easy to put them off, to procrastinate. So yeah, what a great example. Fantastic. Okay, well, we're going to continue. We're going to have a look at the next screen of the presentation, which is the last part, which is all about teamwork. Okay, so teamwork is essential in any workspace. Let's have a look at some vocabulary. Collaboration, communication, trust, respect, responsibility, adaptability, support, empathy, accountability, and unity. Okay, so teamwork is essential. I'm going to read through those vocabulary words once again. Collaboration, communication, trust, respect, responsibility, adaptability, support, empathy, accountability, unity. Okay. Well, let's have a look at strengths first. Okay, so we've got an example with collaboration. So our definition for collaboration: working effectively with diverse team members. Okay, and an example: I can't. Sorry, I'm having a look at someone's mentioned in the chat. Empathy, I would spell like this. Empathy in English. If it's been spelt in a second way, I'm sorry, it was a mistake. Okay, no problem. Okay, so let's have a look at that example. I can contribute positively to group discussions and projects. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. It's conflict resolution. So skillful resolution of conflicts within the team. Example: I can successfully mediate and resolve team disagreements. Okay, so we've got collaboration and conflict resolution. Okay, these are strengths relating to teamwork. Now, here are some weaknesses, possible weaknesses relating to teamwork. Delegation, learning to delegate tasks appropriately. Okay, example: I find it difficult to delegate responsibility to others. Okay, so this is considered a weakness. Giving and receiving feedback. Okay, improving the ability to give and receive constructive feedback. Our example: I'm not so receptive in receiving criticism or feedback. Okay, and of course, these are two things which are considered weaknesses in terms of work. Okay. So we've got our conclusions now. We're coming towards the end of the lesson for today. So our first conclusion: when talking about your strengths or weaknesses, you can use the verb can or can't, as it refers to ability or talent to do something. Okay, so can is a modal verb. And in this situation, we can use can to express ability. course, we say, I can do something. But we can also be honest and say, I can't do something either. I don't have that skill or ability. Okay, well, in addition, we can also use the grammatical construction I am good at plus verb with ing. Okay, so we've looked at that structure. You guys have practiced with it in the chat as well, so well done. And a little note at the end there, a note of advice. Finally, don't be afraid to face your weaknesses in a receptive way. Okay, so we've looked at language today where we can express our weaknesses as well as our strengths in a way that is receptive and that can be communicated in a professional way. Okay, guys. Well, very well done. We have come to the end of the lesson today. So thank you very much for watching from myself once again and from all the team there in Cercle along. But we have come to the end of the conference lesson for today. I hope you guys found it informative and enjoyable. The recording will be available on the Cercle website in the next couple of days. So if you want to go back and have a look at some of the work we covered today, you are welcome to do so there. I will say goodbye. I will see you guys next week if you are interested in my next conference lesson next Monday. Okay, guys, have a great evening. Yes, you can say respect deadlines. I respect deadlines every day. If we use it in the plural, it's I respect deadlines. Or if we want to be specific, we use it in the singular. I respected the deadline, for example. Okay, but that is it for today, guys. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.